Hello guys, this is Ethan from Jingle Mining. Today, let's talk about the A15 series by Canaan Avalon. And this series includes three models, A15 Pro, A15, and A15 XP. And today I brought the A15 Pro and A15. And we will provide a detailed review and comparison of these two models. However, both the A15 Pro and A15 has multiple hash rate versions to choose from. I brought the A15 Pro with a 215 terahash hash rate version, and which has a power consumption of 3,612 watts, and the A15 with the hash rate of 200 terahash hash rate and a power consumption of 3,760 watts. And based on the data, both the models are highly efficient, right? But can they actually achieve these numbers? And more importantly, how does their daily revenue perform? We will conduct a review to explore that. And first, let's take a look at their appearance and the size. And you can see that the A15 Pro and A15 have exactly the same appearance. And also you can see the power port over here. So that means they both requiring a power cable with a P13 plug rated at 250 volts. And in terms of appearance, it's the usual miner design with an Ethernet port and indicator lights, an on and off switch button right here, and the Canaan Avalon logo on the top. And what's more important, of course, is their revenue and actual usage costs, and also including their operating status, especially their noise level and the temperature they generate. And next, we're gonna test that. And the size of these two machines is about 29 centimeters tall and 19 centimeters wide and 24 centimeters long. And now let's weigh it. Ooh, pretty heavy. So the weight of them is about 15 kg. And I'm pretty sure they share the same size and the weight. Alright, and now I'll show you how to set up the Avalon A15 Pro and A15. And since all the configuration steps, including the display page and machine bottoms, are exactly the same for both, I will just use the A15 as an example. So first, we connect the power cable and network cable. Then press the power button. Next, we need to use the IP scanner to scan the IP address of A15. So usually the word Avalon will be displayed directly. And if too many IP addresses appear, we can also directly search in the upper right corner. So once we find the IP, copy and paste it into the browser's search bar, and we will start accessing the backend of the Avalon A15. So to enter, we need to input the username and password, and both of which are lowercase root, R-O-O-T. And you can change the password later if you want. And after entering, go to the left side menu and click configuration. Here we need to input the mining pool's address and the worker name. So I am currently using the Via BTC mining pool. And if you are not sure which mining pool to use, you can just use this one. Just register an account at viabtc.com and then fill in your Via BTC username in the worker field. So the BTC will be mined directly to your Via BTC account and can later be withdrawn to your exchange or wallet. Also, make sure to fill in all three fields with different mining pool addresses. The purpose is that if one address is not working, the miner will directly try the next one. So after entering all the information, click Save. We then see you need to restart the device manually, which is different compared to most miners. Normally, after clicking Save, the miner would start operating directly, right? However, with these two Avalon machines, you need to manually operate the on and off button. That is, press the button to shut it down and wait about 10 seconds, and then turn it back on. After that, our Avalon A15 will start operating, and the same goes for the A15 Pro. And then we just need to observe the hash rate page. So as long as there's hash rate, it means our machine is running. And in a normal network environment, it takes about 5 minutes to reach the standard hash rate, which is 200 terahash for a A15. Okay, and here we go. That's it. Alright, and as you can see, I'm already running one of them. I'm currently running the A15 200 terahash version, and because they're both for Bitcoin, and that means all the Bitcoin miners, their power consumption are significantly higher than the other crypto miners. But we're still gonna test out, you know. So first, this version of Avalon A15 has the power consumption of 3,760 watts, and let's see what noise level it's gonna generate. So I'm like a meter away. So it's around 68 decibels. But it's alright. I've been seeing worse. But you see, as soon as I start to talk, you know, you see it's like 80 easy. But so yeah, I mean it's alright. But now let's see the temperature. So first, I will directly point at its exhaust vent, which is here, and here you go. It's about 66 degrees. And now let's see the performance of A15 Pro with the hash rate of 215 terahash. Right now, what I'm running is A15 Pro with 215 terahash hash rate version, but actually the power consumption of A15 Pro is lower than the A15, which is with higher hash rate than A15. And the power consumption of A15 Pro 215 terahash hash rate version is 3,612 watts. And yeah, now let's test the noise first. Alright, so I'm still around 1 meter away, and you see it's 72 decibels. Actually, it's even louder than the A15, but with lower power consumption. It's so confused. But anyway, that means the cost, the burning is lower than the A15 version, but yeah, a little bit louder. But now let's test the noise. Oh no, the temperature then. So the same thing. I'll point directly at its exhaust vent. Oh, this is similar. So it's about 68 degrees. But now what we're gonna do is actually put each one of them inside this big heater. Yes, this is a heater. So I'll put them inside and I will heat it up. And here it shows the real-time temperature inside. So the purpose of doing this is actually I'm gonna see at what exact high temperature the A15 Pro and A15 will be throttling or, you know, shut down. And let's do it. I already put it in this big heater, and I'm testing the A15 first. And here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna heat it up, and here it shows the real-time temperature inside. And all we need to do is just focus on the dashboard over here, which I'm gonna display later, and to see at what temperature the hash rate will be dropping or shut down. And let's do it then. I'm gonna turn it on. And let's wait. Okay, and as you can see, the A15 is started running and it already reached to its standard power consumption, which is 3,700-ish. And now the power consumption is already 3,800 and is achieving its standard hash rate as well, which is 200 terahash, and now it's 130. And the inside temperature is already 66 degrees. The hash rate seems stucking at 130 terahash, but it's still running, and the inside temperature is already 77 degrees. It's crazy. And I think we're just gonna see when it's gonna shut down. Okay, I can see the hash rate is dropping right now. Okay, actually it's off. You see the red light? So we got a conclusion that we got it. So at the temperature of 77 degrees, the Avalon A15 will shut down. Alright, and what we are running right now is the A15 Pro and 215 terahash hash rate version. And let's do it then. So you see it's already running and it's already achieved its standard power consumption, 3,060 watts. Alright, and you see now the ambient temperature inside is 65 degrees, and I don't see any sign of the dropping of the hash rate, and everything is normal. And of course you can also see the chip temperature over there, which is now 86 degrees right now. So let's see between A15 Pro and A15, which one's heating dissipation is better. And A15 was like shut down at what, like 77 degrees, right? And right now let's see how's the performance of A15 Pro. Actually right now it's already 74 degrees, 75, 76, 77. There's no dropping. There's no dropping of the hash rate. There's no dropping of the power consumption. When it was achieved a 77, the A15 was already just shut down. Okay, now it's 80, 81. I see rising of the power consumption, already 4,000 watts. Oh, it's off. Can you hear it? Yeah, it's off. And you see there's a red light over there. Okay. So at the temperature of 80, right? 80 degrees, the A15 Pro is off. So it seems like the performance of A15 Pro is better than the A15. And next, let's take a look at their profitability. And of course, this depends on many factors: the current cryptocurrency price, mining pool difficulty, electricity costs, and especially the average 24-hour hash rate performance of the miner. So, right? But fortunately, Bitcoin has been on the rise. So let's take a look at the actual running data of these two machines. Here is the data for the A15, and you can see that I've been running it for 1 day and 9 minutes. And at this point, the hash rate is 203 terahash, and more importantly, the average hash rate is 202 terahash, which exceeds the 200 terahash standard, which is quite good. And even the power consumption is below the normal standard. So I can say this performance is impressive. And I also checked the A15 Pro, and its performance is equally good. So in fact, as long as we know that the average hash rate meets the standard, that's already good. That's already enough. So by entering the average hash rate into the calculator on the via BTC website, which is also the mining pool I'm using. So you can calculate the current daily earnings based on the mining pool situation and the current coin price. Although this doesn't include electricity costs, but to ensure to calculate right. And we can see that with a 215 terahash on the A15 Pro, the daily earnings are $12.71, while for the A15 with 200 terahash is $11.82, which is very, very, very good. And moreover, if you place an order with Jingle Mining, you will enjoy prices cheaper than the official Canaan website, because we are an official top tier distributor. And in summary, given the current price of the machine, if the daily earnings are 12.71, you will break even in 221 days. And if it's 11.82, you will break even in 208 days. And note that this performance is outstanding in this market, where many aim to break even after more than a year or 2 years. However, machine prices can change at any time. So if you are interested, just stay tuned to Jingle Mining's website and to make the best decision. Alright, and that's it for the video today. And let me know in the comment, how do you think of these two machines? And what do you want to see in the next video? And I'm Ethan. I'll see you next time.